So there's a disturbing video of Chicago this week where a young mother and her two children got jumped on and stomped on by a group of elementary school kids right outside of the school. Let's unpack some of this, y'all, shall we? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
Chicago's very own WGN Midday News.
Crowds gathering outside an elementary school after a mother and her children were beaten by other kids. These parents in the South Deering community want consequences. Good afternoon. I'm Dina Bair.
I'm Patrick Ellen. That attack was recorded and posted to social media. Winnie Dorch has been following the story all morning and has talked with those involved.
Good afternoon. Well, the adults who showed up to the school this morning say while they're shocked, they're not surprised. They're demanding accountability, saying the students involved should be expelled. Now, I want to warn you, we will show you that video, but it may be too disturbing to watch. But it also explains why so many people are upset. This is how we show up. This is me. Chicago police escorted 33-year-old Corshonda Hatter into Orville T. Bright Public School Tuesday morning for a meeting with officials. A sea of supporters gathered around her, chanting. The Chicago mom is the focus of this video seen millions of times on social media. She and her children were attacked by multiple other children Monday afternoon as they were walking home. WGN is not showing the full video as it may be too disturbing to watch. But here's what we will show you. You can see Hatter and her children walking as a group of elementary students followed and yelled at them. Next, you see the kids crowd around Hatter and her children, and that's when two of them started to punch them. Hatter was eventually thrown to the ground and jumped, as was her son.
They were literally waiting the way we walk home just to jump all of us.
So now we waiting.
Just to jump all of us. So I asked my kids to come to the next side of the street with me, so they wouldn't get jumped. So we kept walking. They followed us all the way there, and then they still fought us. They fought my son. They hit my son first, all in his family. Then they dragged me in the grass and pulled my little baby hair.
Hatter and her 9-year-old.
Let me state the obvious that I see right here. And you might say I shouldn't bring this up, but I have to. I can tell for some reason this woman is not all there in the head. You can tell by the way she talked, by the way she was talking. You can also tell in the video by the way she was walking. I mean, when I saw the way she was walking, right then I knew, it's something not right with her. I don't know if she's maybe like mentally slow or maybe could have been, I don't know if it's genetic, hereditary, or drug induced. Whatever it is, she's not too stable. Say a kid's been getting bullied. And the reason why I say that about her is because that's why these little monsters, I'm gonna try to keep my try to keep my soul intact just for this moment. That's why these little monsters felt it was okay to attack her because they saw a weaker individual. That's what bullies do. That's what little devils, what little Satanists do. They look for prey that they can attack and take advantage of. Now, this woman, because I'm gonna tell you like this: if this was one of them what we call a strong, independent, strong black woman, one that talk a lot of noise, gonna sit there and cuss you out, wish you would come up on them, they wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have done that because she would have slung every last one of them across the dang ground. And then the story would have been different. They would say, why is this woman beating on these kids? Oh my God, why their kids? What is she doing? No. This is an instance where I would say, if them kids got their ass whooped by some grown folks, ain't nothing I could do about it. Because I wouldn't care right now. Because number one, what it's going to do is it's going to bring the parents out, because these people say these kids have been doing this, have been bullying these people, these kids and people in the neighborhood, vandalizing the neighborhood for a while. So this is nothing new. pertaining to them. And nobody's doing anything about it. So my thing is, kids doing stuff, we're going to talk to the parents. The parents don't take care of it now, we're going to talk to authorities. The authorities ain't going to take care of it now. When I come at your children, or shoot, like do back in the day, like I say in my, okay, calm down. See, when I was growing up, if I ever had an issue, let's say with a female, and they talking noise, act like they want to fight, I wouldn't entertain them. I had other females for that. And they would tell me from the jump, but like kinfolk for sure. I'll say that. Marlon, if you ever got a problem with any kind of females, you holler at me. Simple as that. Grown folks, I had an older cousin say the same thing. Anybody older try to mess with you, holler at me. I'll handle that. See, you fight fire with fire. I would not sit here and fight no female. When I was younger, would not try to sit there and fight no grown person. I, as a grown up now, would not try to fight no child. And I wouldn't even entertain a child. But these kids now like 17, 18, that's different. You know what I'm saying? High school kids, that's different. If they want to come and try something, that's different. But little kids, I wouldn't entertain them. But my point is, like I said, these kids, their parents ain't been ain't handling business. Grandparents, whoever's watching them, these kids need to be put in an institution and locked away. Because their parents can't take care. I mean, that's just what you got to do. I mean, shoot, think about this. When you get adults, I work in like a nursing home. I worked in nursing homes where they have lockdown units. When you have adults who mind is not there, and they can like they bipolar or do crazy things like to holler, yell, fuss. You know what I'm saying? Do things like they possessed by a demon. You put them in a lockdown unit. You're afraid that they're gonna escape and walk off, and something can happen to them. You put them in a lockdown unit. If the family can't take care of them, unfortunately, that's where they go. Why can't we do the same thing to these little badass bastards? But anyway, let me go.
Son were taken to Trinity Hospital in serious condition after the attack. According to her, this isn't the first time her child has been bullied, and she's hoping this will be the last.
I'm trying to get justice for my son.
Absolutely.
And you deserve it.
I'm thinking about the victims. I'm thinking about these little children who I just saw. They're terrified. They're traumatized. And we're not accepting it.
Those who stood outside the school say students have been terrorizing the community.
It's been an ongoing thing in this community. And the parents don't take accountability for nothing their kids do. If my kids was out here being messy, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna let it be known.
Exactly. Amen.
Yeah, just a devastating story out here today. We know CPS is looking into this incident, and we're hoping to get more information as the day progresses. But of course, stick with us online and on air for the latest. I'm live here in the South Deering neighborhood. Winnie Dorch, WGN News.
All right, Winnie, thank you.
Remember, I did a couple of stories not too long ago where something happened in some city one night during a celebration, and the police chief was saying that these parents need to be held accountable because these kids, the laws are lenient on them. They can do things and get away with them and not worried about any consequences. So they go back and keep committing these crimes. Then there was a story in New York where I think a mother got arrested because her son was getting in so much trouble skipping school. And so they went and got her and detained her and took her to court. And then you had a mayor, was in some city in Georgia, same thing, trying to enforce a law to where the parents are responsible for your child's behavior. Because I'm gonna say like this: as long as that child is under your roof and dependent on you, you are taking responsibility for that child. So if that child acts up outside your house, and people can say you don't know what kids will do when they outside the house. I get it. I got kids. I've been a child. That's true. But everybody don't do this kind of crap. When I was growing up, man, you wouldn't think twice. You wouldn't even think about trying to put hands on an adult, on a mom at all, charging up a kid in front of their mama. You know what I'm saying? Or even bullies wouldn't do mess like that. There's no way in hell. Because again, if one thing they were going to do, they were going to respect adults. But these little cretins don't respect adults. So, which means they need to be treated like adults. And the adults that are responsible for them need to be held accountable also. Until that starts to happen, Brandon Johnson, where is Brandon Johnson at? Because he is good to say that he don't want to call little kids gangs, youngsters gangsters, thugs. He say that there's a bunch of kids at a large gathering. Well, you see what your large gathering causes. What comes about with your large gathering? They beat up little kids. They jump little kids like cowards. And a mother that looks like she can't defend themselves. So they felt they had the green light to do this. Again, if it was a father, they definitely would have never done this. If it was a mother who looked like the woman this reporter here, if it was her, they probably wouldn't do this. They most likely wouldn't do it. If it was a woman who looked like they noticed she got them, like she got a reputation in the streets for knowing how to put hands on people, growing up, fighting like a sun gun, they wouldn't have done that. But that's all this is. This is nothing like outrageous. But Brandon Johnson, I sure like to hear what you got to say about this. I want to see how you gonna explain. Shout out to the community for going up to the school and demanding something be done. This is I want to say, hell, this is probably you probably can give Donald Trump you know what I'm saying, give him a little credit for this. When he put them federal agents in Chicago. So now they got a taste of what it's like when law and order is in the room and people gotta follow laws and rules. So now when somebody's out of line, they're like, hold on. We don't want Donald Trump bringing them people back here no more. So we're gonna do this ourselves. And it starts when they are that young. You got to rear them and punish them and discipline them when they are that young. Because once they get in junior high, it's too late. And when they're in high school, it's damn sure too late. Anything beyond that, you might well, get them prisons ready. But yeah, this is terrible, man. This is too terrible. Brandon Johnson too busy worried about illegal immigrants getting SNAP benefits and housing, and the citizens of your city are being terrorized by citizens of your city, and that's not at the forefront of your debate. Y'all got to get that dude out of there. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. With that being said, I leave you in peace, love, and I'll see you on the other side.